everyone, this is Darkside2K7. I hope you're having a wonderful yet fantastic evening. Fantastic. Fantastic Tuesday, there we go. Sorry about that. I had a brain fault, Well, yours truly have been busy looking into some interesting stuff that I've been doing. So what was I doing, you ask? Simple. Well, I've been reading what's happening in the Twitter sphere to see what they are talking about this time. Well, apparently there's a boycott now. Yes, a fucking boycott. This time it's against Disney. I figured this would be serious because it's Disney, so I figured I might do this, record myself playing this. And it's been a while since I played this game. Anywho, what's the situation? Well, as you may know, Disney has came out to support the Don't Say Gay bill. A bill that was passed in Florida. The bill, which is not really called Don't Say Gay bill, is a bill that prevents teachers from teaching kids who are kids from kindergarten to third grade about sexual identity and whatnot. Well, a lot of people are kind of getting pissed off about it, so I gotta be reading through articles about it. One for Bounding into Comics and one for Polygon. The one for Bounding into Comics focus on Bob Chapek, the current Disney boss at Disney. And the other one features, you guessed it, the other one features Dana Terrace, Dana Terrace, who is the creator of the Owl House. I love the Owl House, man. That show goes so hard. Yeah, and I'm gonna fail this one, so I'll live. Now, let's kick this off into Bounding into Comics. Disney CEO Bob Chapek claims company is a force of inclusion, but doesn't want to become a political football. Actually, yeah, a bit late for that one. After all, you're the one who decided to join Black Lives Matter, firing of Gina Carano, just to name a fucking few. Whatevs. Let me read. Disney CEO Bob Chapek sent out a company-wide email following a meeting he had with Disney's LGBTQ leaders following criticism the company received from activists and alleged employees over a pending Florida legislation that prohibits schools from teaching about gender identity through the third grade. As previously reported, Disney faced criticism from activists over the fact they had not publicly condemned Florida Bill House B 1557, the Parental Rights in Education Bill. According to the Florida Senate's website, the bill requires district schools boards to adopt procedures that cover with certain provisions of law for notifying students' parents of specified information. Requires such procedures to reinforce fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding upbringing and control of their children. Prohibits school districts from adopting procedures or students supporting forms that prohibit school districts personnel from notifying parents about specific information or that encourage students from withholding from parents information. The bill also prohibits school district personnel from discouraging or prohibiting parental notification or involvement in critical decisions affecting students' mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Prohibits classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade levels. Requires school districts to notify parents of health care services. Authorize parents to bring actions against school districts to obtain declaratory judgment, provides for additional award of injunctive relief, damages, and reasonable attorney fees and court costs to certain parents. In other words, this bill is giving more power to the parents to prevent from shit happening to their kids. The bill specifically states classroom instructions instructions by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientations or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3 or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. In response to the bill, Disney and Disney released a statement that reads, and my computer's a straight up crash. That sucks, but yeah, I know. Okay, I can file this up. Sorry about this. Cheap pack, cheap pack. He's a bitch. Sorry. In response, Disney released a statement that reads, "We understand how important this issue is to our LGBTQ plus employees and many others. For nearly a century, Disney has been the unifying force that brings people together." I'm gonna load of bullshit on that. Yeah, I call bullshit, I don't know. "We are determined that it remains a place where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. The biggest impact we can have in creating a more inclusive world is through inspiring content. Content produce and welcoming cultures we create here and a diverse community organized and we support, including those representing the LGBTQ plus community." This statement concluded. Which is another reason, yeah, when he said that, pretty sure, yeah, when I said that crap, pretty sure people didn't like that line. In fact, the hashtag boycott Disney was going on, and that's actually pretty funny because when channels like Random Arcade Outpost, Geeks and Gamers, Clownfish TV, when they decided to go the whole boycott Disney, it was like, oh, you're wrong for that, you're wrong for that, you're wrong for that, you shouldn't do that, y'all evil, y'all just hating. But now when they're doing this, it's like, oh, it's okay when we do it. Y'all ain't slick, y'all suck. Now the company CEO Bob Chapek sent a company-wide email obtained by blog Mickey. In the email, Chapek begins discussing Ukraine before moving on to the point of the email, which is his discussion with Disney's LGBTQ plus leaders in the Florida bill. Yeah. There we go. He begins the main point of the email writing, On Friday, I met with a small group of Disney LGBTQ plus leaders to discuss controversial legislation pending in Florida that would impact their communities. I want to thank them for a meaningful, illuminating, and at times deeply moving conversation. I told the group I would write to the entire company with my thoughts on the issue we discussed. I wish every one of our employees could have heard not just the passive voices in the room, but the bravery, honesty, and pride these voices express. It is a conversation I will not forget, he stated. From there, Chapek wrote, one common theme was disappointment that the company has not issued a public statement condemning the legislation. That disappointment was compounded by the fact that, while not perfect, our company has a long history of supporting the LGBTQ plus community, and the fact has played an important role in the personal journeys of so many of our employees. He then declared, I want to be crystal clear, I and the entire leadership team unequivocally stand with our support with our LGBT plus employees, their families, and their communities. And I will be committed to creating a more inclusive company and world. I want that the very need to reiterate the commitment means we still have work to do. Oh, boy. He then proceeded to explain why the company has not issued a statement in regards to the bill. I also believe you deserve an explanation for why we have not issued a statement. We are going to have a more fulsome conversation about this at the company while Reimagine Tomorrow's Summit in April. But I will preview the discussion now as it is so timely. As we have been seeing time and again, corporate statements do very little to change outcomes or minds. It said they are often weaponized by one side or the other to further divide and inflame. Simply put, we can be counterproductive and undermine the effective ways to achieving change. He then asserted, I do not want anyone to mistake a lack of a statement for a lack of support. We all share the same goal of a more tolerant, respectful world. We may differ in our tactics to get there. Chapek then explained his tactics to get there, and because this struggle is much bigger than any one bill in any one state, I believe the best way for our company to bring about lasting change is through the inspiring content we produce, and what great cultures we create, and the diverse community organizations we support. He specifically noted that he will be using Disney's content to propagandize his vision to the world. There is a reason content is at the top of this list. For nearly a century, our company's stores has opened minds, inspired dreams, shown the world both of it is and how we wish it could be. And now, more than ever, represents the incredible diversity of our society. Enchanto, Black Panther, Pose, Reservoir Dogs, Coco, Soul, Modern Family, Shang-Chi, Summoner of Soul, Love, Victor. These are all of our diverse stories with our corporate statements that have more powerful than any tweet or lobby ever, he declared. Completely lacking any kind of self-awareness, Chapek then stated, I firmly believe that our ability to tell such stories and have them received with open eyes, ears, and hearts would be diminished if our company were to become a political football in debate. Still lacking any self-awareness, he claims, powerful content that changes hearts and minds only springs from inclusive cultures, which not only attracts and retains the best and most diverse talent, but also give those employees the freedom to bring forth ideas that reflect their lives and experience. We must work together to ensure Disney will always remain such a place. Next, Chapek touted the company's dedication of LGBTQ messaging, writing, in terms of our community, we are and willing to continue to be the leader in supporting organizations of championing diversity. In 2021, we provided nearly $3 million to support the works of LGBTQ plus organizations. And we have a long history of supporting important events like Pride parades and for being there in times of need. Just as we were following the Pulse shooting in Orlando, he commented. All this is why we have earned a 100% rating from the Human Rights Campaign for 16 years in a row. Wow. 16 years in a row. Like I give a fuck. And this whole thing, let's be real, this whole thing is getting crazy and whatnot. My computer is right now frozen because I would have showed you, read about how Diana Terrence, the creator of the Owl House, actually came out and body slammed Disney, saying that she's fucking tired of trying to make Disney look good. So I might do a separate video on that one, or I can just leave a link. But if you want to know, if you do want to check that particular video out, you can totally check it out by watching Clownfish TV. They're more well organized than I am, so there's that. So, like I said, we'll definitely see how this plays out, though. We'll definitely see how this one plays out. So, I would like to know what you think of the whole situation is. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss an update, share with friends, share it there, share it with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Dark Shadow 2K7, aka Solid Sky 6, just signing off. I'll catch you later in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. But if I want to say something to Disney, I just have to say this to you guys. Y'all picked this group. Y'all picked this woke group and decided to go down the path of identity politics, and look where it got you. Wish you didn't. I know y'all wishing you didn't have to choose this group, huh? Well, it's a little late for that now, is it? Motherfuckers.